how he started. What did Lil Wayne say on I'm on One?
You talking about the shit where he said if I put Drake on
Drake on every hook. Yeah. Drake is known for amplifying anybody he put on a song. He is known for that.
But nobody never argued that though.
Nobody argues that. So Nicki is a diva. She gotta be number one on every song. Drake can co-sign anybody and elevate them to almost his level, and then show him why he's still big dog. That's why I say you can't compare them, because Nicki's diva status is gonna keep on having her like, you know what? We did good, but bitch, I'm still number one. Drake's like, you did good, but I'm still here, but follow me. I'm gonna help you get here. Nicki is straight like fuck all that.
So you saying people link up with Drake to just pause, not literally, but pause. You say people link up with Drake to dick ride off of Drake for his clout, and Nicki link up with motherfuckers just to stay relevant.
Yes.
So Drake don't link up with motherfuckers to stay relevant?
No.
Nicki's linking up with niggas to stay relevant.
Why
Drake is making niggas relevant? That's why I'm saying you can't compare them.
Listen to this. Why is it that Drake is everywhere on everything that's ever popping, everything?
Because it's him. That's why it's popping.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Why everything that's popping or lit or trending, Drake is the person that's right there. When Zion Williamson was in fucking high school, this nigga Drake had his jersey on.
Andrew Wiggins.
He knew.
When Andrew Wiggins was lit. No, listen to me. When Andrew Wiggins was lit, he had his jersey on.
He made a song.
Before Victor played his first professional game that was considered a real basketball game, not the summer league, Drake was in the picture with Victor Wembanyama. Why is it that Drake linked up with everybody that's popping, lit, or trending at any moment or any time? He was in the picture with fucking J-Lo with one eye covered, one eye showing, and J-Lo was snuggled up, looking like a true bad bitch, and that's crazy. This is why. Because he does his research. He knows what's going to keep him on that throne, and he amplifies it. He has a team of freaking people telling him.
When I think about it,
you call it amplifying. I call it trolling.
Of course he's trolling, but you gotta
doing it to stay relevant. But you gotta understand the two people we talking about. Drake is more likable. Her, she's not. She has already a reputation.
No one likes a diva.
Not even just a diva. Nobody.
Compared to Nicki?
Listen, I'm getting reputation. Let me finish.
No, I'm gonna let you get your shit up. This is my 4-second short. Right. In my opinion, I feel like personally, Drake is more easier to hate than Nicki Minaj. Good.
No. But in my opinion,
that's my opinion.
In my opinion,
you're crazy.
In my opinion, Drake is a more likable person. He's a more likable dude. Nicki Minaj has a reputation. She has a reputation of being a bitch in public, bro.
Okay.
Her, Drake, you don't hear too many stories about Drake after acting line.
And that's how you know you really didn't follow the Drake history. If you followed the Drake history and did your homework, shout out to FYBJ. If you really did your homework with the whoops. If you really did your homework, bro, if you did your, you know I'm just fine. If you really did your homework, you would know, alright, everything he just said in the last 8 to 9 seconds is false. They hated Drake for Degrassi. They hated Drake when they found out, damn, when Pusha T was out here calling, like, and they was going through, Drake did have a photo shoot where he had the black face.
Yes.
Wait. He had the photo shoot where he had the black face. Okay, we'll skip past that. You remember him and Trey Songz? I just want to be successful.
Yes.
Do you remember Baby You My Everything? You
yes.
Alive. Okay, you remember that whole time those were hits, those were smashes. Everybody looked at Drake like he was either gay, a bitch. Nobody fucked with him, and for a lot of his, hold on, wait, and for I could say for his first 4 to 6 years, and even after that, it was the narrative that he was soft. He only makes music for bitches. I would smack Drake in real life, make music, rap, and make music for the real niggas. That was the narrative.
And then
the pod of the year, the rookie pod of the year contestant This nigga is sitting here saying, oh nah, Drake is more, because he's looking at the nails and girls love girls where I'm from. You looking at that shit. I'm looking at the hate that Drake got all his career. That if anything, the hate got even more worse as he got older. I understand and get what you're saying. Nicki do be on some bitchy type shit and she do be on demon time. I get that. But niggas was hating on Drake even when he was making great music. And that's why I give more credit to Drake, because he made it through the hate. Nicki made it through a Lil Wayne cosign and just showed what Lil Wayne said was true. Yo, this girl next up, she got bars. And she showed she got bars.
It's a dragon spitting fire.
Bro, he had to overcome gay accusations, being light-skinned, being on the grassy, being on the wheelchair. You got the black paint on you. He had to come through, overcome.
But was that hate or pettiness?
Wait. He says that hate or petty.
Oh, that was just petty. At the end of the day, he was still getting love from everybody though. He had a few niggas that joked on him online about all that shit you just said. But who really cares? The niggas that's online or the niggas that's in the actual fucking industry that's gonna keep this nigga afloat?
But what I'm trying to tell you is what you just said, yes, that might be 100% true. But when it comes to today and them same motherfuckers or niggas gotta be like, you know what, Drake is who Drake is, I can't even say nothing. All that shit they said, at the end of the day, they look like food. Drake, I ain't gonna lie, Drake do look, the only thing I can't support is that black paint, that black face paint shit. That shit did look crazy.
Nigga, but that's what I'm saying. When that shit happened, what did he do in next week? What did he do in the next, not even the next week, what did he do in 4 days?
I understand what you're saying.
He dropped a fucking hit song album, not just a song, a whole album, and then that whole shit that he dropped, that song not even yours, Adina, that shit was washed. Nobody cared.
But I'm talking about like even at the time when he did it, what I'm trying to tell you is when Drake came into the game, that is what he had to go through. Because what I'm trying to tell you is that when those pictures he took came out, when Pusha T said it, that's not the first time that people knew that. It was just when he took them pictures and did it, it's different when it's 08, 09, 07 versus when him and Pusha T beef, what, 2018, it's different. 07 and 2017 is different. So what I'm trying to tell you is, since it's a difference, it's not like Pusha T said something that the world didn't know. Man, these pictures been out. People was probably been trolling Drake about it. Now the baby shit, that's ball game. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when Drake went through all that, coming into the industry, coming into the game, you from the grassy, what you talking about this, and he made all them songs I just told you about. He was a bitch, he's soft, he's this and he's that, and he still overcame it. And this is the validate Drake, and I don't mind pie for Drake. Drake was in the process of getting the industry and everybody and the fans to respect his music and respect him and not respect the light skin, the Charlemagne the guy, he's a bitch, he's soft, And what ends up happening? Lil Wayne goes to jail. So you don't got Big Bro to help you or to help continue to guide you. I think at that time,
who had to carry it?
I think at that time Drake was probably, what, 23, 24 years old and carried the whole entire YMCMB, Nicki Minaj, what was his nigga name? Mano, Lil Twist, the other young nigga that looked like Lil Wayne. All of them, he carried that shit. So in my opinion, it's hard for me to hear you say it's more easier to hate on Nicki more than Drake, when Drake lived his whole entire career through hate. Nicki really wasn't getting that much hate. She didn't start getting no hate really up until probably 2019, 2020.
Before that?
No.
She was getting hate in early in her career when everybody compared her to Lil Kim.
No, that wasn't hate.
That was hate.
No, it wasn't. It was Lil Kim being what Nicki Minaj is being right now. The OG legend that don't want to admit that don't know. This is my theory. I don't think Lil Kim wanted to pass the torch.
She wasn't ready to.
And I don't think Nicki Minaj wanted to pass the torch. So look at what I just said. If Nicki Minaj was trying to surpass Lil Kim and Lil Kim didn't want to give up the torch, why the fuck would Nicki Minaj give up the torch? The same way with these basketball niggas. Yeah, when we walked off on the Pistons, when we walked off on the Bulls, when we played against the Celtics, they walked off on us. We don't stay on the court and shake hands. That's what we know. That's all Nicki know. All Nicki know is it's the old bitch in the game and they about to take over. And what is Lil Kim? The resilience bitch that don't want to give up and she's not about to let you take the spot. What is Nicki now? The resilient bitch that don't want to give up and she's not about to give in to none of these young bitches.
But it was hate because people was on more of Lil Kim's side than they was with Nicki when that shit started.
That was the OG fans.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. The thing, it was still hate though. It was still hate from the people towards her, the younger ones that's coming up.
You saying this hate?
You telling me that the younger ones are going to hate on the new ones that's coming in? It's two different eras.
I understand what you said, but my memories of that whole situation, I remember that as in Nicki Minaj was showing. Remember what, especially, and I'm a man saying this, and I'm a man that I love women that were born women, and I feel comfortable with saying this. I only know this because a lot of ass was shaking when she was making these hit records. When she was making, I Was on a Plane with Dwayne and all them type of fucking songs, bro. Like what are we really talking about right now? What are we really talking about? She was out of there. We're talking about a girl that you can play 3 to 5 songs back to back to back to back to back. And shit was hitting. But hold up, but what I'm trying to say is it wasn't, to me, it wasn't Lil Kim and them hating on some Nicki thinks she all that and we ain't trying to give up the stone. No, Nicki showed that she was here. She showed that at that time she was the better artist and she was coming to take the throne. I didn't understand what you saying as far as that Lil Kim fans be like, nah, Lil Kim that chick. Come on. Who the fuck wanna listen to I Was on a Plane with Dwayne, keep putting your lighters up. Who, like, come on, and that was around the same time. So what do the fans wanna listen to? That's just all I'm saying. That was what Lil Kim was making.
Was new and coming up.
But that's what I'm just saying. That was what was going on at that time. In my opinion, I view that differently. I don't look at Lil Kim like perceive the same amount of hate. Okay, cool. So which one hit more different? Biggie Smalls, Lil Kim, and you're next to a nigga like Biggie, pause, biggest artist in the game, popping, one of the most chosen. And then you got Nicki Minaj. You next to Lil Wayne, the nigga that say he was the greatest rapper alive, and then nobody questioned it. I want both of y'all to answer because I'm gonna get quiet, and I don't want nobody in the pod think I'm getting quiet because I ain't interested. I'm gonna get quiet because I want y'all to both get your shit off. When I just said that, Lil Kim knowing Biggie was her upbringing, Nicki knowing Lil Wayne, greatest rapper alive, was her upbringing, who had to go through more controversy? Because that's what you're saying. You're basically saying she had to go through more controversy when you sitting there acting like it wasn't the narrative that that Biggie didn't have Lil Kim as his side bitch. That it wasn't rumored that the whole Junior 6 Mafia all hit, even if it wasn't true.
So you comparing Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj?
I'm asking you to answer that in the concept of showing that Nicki upbringing. If Nicki upbringing with Wayne was more severe than Lil Kim upbringing with Biggie, it's hard for you. It's hard for you to compare Nicki and Drake.
That's simple. With Biggie was somebody who's predominantly big on the East Coast, but worldwide scale, not that much. But when you talk about Wayne, somebody who has niggas in other countries bumping his shit faithfully, trying to be like him, that's a different aspect when you talk about success. Biggie had big success in the States, but Wayne had major success or outside the state, inside the state as well.
I'm going off that one point you just said. You said global.
I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to fix that right there.
He said
technology and exports weren't that high for record sales for Biggie to go outside the states at the time.
What you said, but
I can't give you that valid of an argument on that one because the era it wasn't that good.
He said with the Biggie situation, it wasn't globally.
That's because he couldn't do it globally at the time.
We don't know.
The only one that could was Michael Jackson.
We don't know a Lil Kim. And Lil Kim is not who she is and who she becomes to be that we know her as without Biggie.
Hell no.
I get and understand what you saying as far as it not being able to have that reach outside the country. But if you are so lit and you are so popping that you could make somebody else a superstar that could be just as big as you, if not equivalent, if not too far from you, that got to count for something.
Yes, it does.
Because the way he said it, he made it seem like
you gave them the throne that they had more star power
that's my problem. The fact he's saying that since Biggie wasn't global and Wayne was prom queen, rap, juvenile, he did it with the
years. I can't do that comparison.
But it's a fact though.
It's a fact because the technology and everything in the world wasn't susceptible to Western music. They weren't giving a fuck what we were doing in America because they still, even now, don't give a fuck what we doing. They laugh at our music. They laugh at us.
They give a fuck now. That's
now, but even then, they still laugh at us and calling us dummies that shouldn't see your fat eating McDonald's burger.
But that's what I'm saying. Just because the outreach wasn't as big, it don't mean that they don't know.
Man, they are playing his tapes overseas, and he's getting the love he deserves in other countries.
But you can't say that. Wait. But you can't say that because
it wasn't then because they couldn't.
Nigga, but look at Michael Jackson at that time though. Look at Michael Jackson. He was way well known outside the States at that time with the limited technology. Biggie Smalls was a celebrity.
But let's I
gotta say this. This is why. Because around the world like singers more than rappers until now. Back then, it was singers that were popular.
Nah.
Rappers.
Say the first thing, but say it with today. No,
Today now, it is rapping, TikToks, and dancing.
No, the first part is wrong. Everything you said is valid. The singers back then was what was popping outside the country.
Yes.
It's not rappers today. It's singers. It's the same with today. Today, it's not rappers no more. And that's what's fucking me up about this generation. I'm not trying to say you wrong. You're accurate. Everything you saying, you gotta just take rappers out. They fucking with Burna Boy.
Rappers are more relevant in the States.
They fucking with Bad Bunny.
Lil Uzi Vert is popping in Korea.
He ain't no fucking rapper. He's an artist. And let the industry tell it. It's a difference between a rapper, an artist, a singer,
I'll take that hit.
Like YG. YG's known in the States predominantly, but the niggas like you said, Uzi, he's known around because he be more outside.
I get
and like Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
That's what I'm saying.
Wiz Khalifa's popping in Jamaica.
He's right now popping outside of any fucking country.
Australia loves him.
That's what I'm saying. But the fact that you could go years without hearing about a new Wiz Khalifa song and shit in the States, he's popping the fuck out in Japan, the UK, motherfucking Australia.
Cause they gonna buy out to tell all the nice cushion orange.
It's like, alright, to an equivalent, it's like how Sean Paul is. We have not heard a song for this nigga in years outside of that party shit.
But he's still gonna go to the show.
But he's still the man.
And still say, just give me the light and pass the drug.
He's still popping.
Right. They still play it.
It's like that. And if we talking about the old days, nigga, alright, let's take Michael Jackson now if you don't want to use Michael. Nigga, Tupac was popping majorly in the States, but he was popping a lot outside.
That's why it's always a conspiracy theory that it's easy for him to go to Cuba or somewhere that embrace him and like him.
But still, he's still a rapper, a big ass rapper at that time with limited technology. Like you said, it was all about the limited technology and the limited reach. How the fuck they dealing with the same limit, but he is yet still more popping outside? If you said what did you say? You said it was because of
the exports of America, because nobody was really buying American exports.
But hold up, to bring this point across, what I'm trying to say is, I stand, I'm not speaking for y'all. I'm saying I feel like now today the rappers is dead. Not saying that they did like nobody cares. No, this is what
in America they care.
This is what they care about when it comes with the rappers. Niggas only care about the rappers just because of the bitches, the money it brings, the jewelry. But nobody cares about being the actual artist.
No.
Nobody cares about the Tupac sessions. Everybody hop in the booth, drop a song, drop a bar or whatever. Whatever the song is gonna be whatever this nigga keeps saying. We'll go to the niggas don't care about the grind, the real hustle.
No.
Nowadays, the niggas that's winning, unfortunately, bro, it is the singing, the artists, or whatever. These rap niggas, it just seem like these rap niggas just trying to be like the hood niggas too much.
Cause they all sound the same too. All their songs are repetitive. This one sounds like that one sounds like this one. And like you said, they still talk about the main shit. Money, jewelry, drugs, guns. That's it. Ass too. But ass is just something just to have niggas watch the video.
That's what the globe listens to, ass.
That's what I know that shit is still relevant, but I am starting to slowly see this generation is literally like they're slowly leaning away from the drill shit. It's more leaning towards like Juice WRLD music.
And I'm happy for that.
I still see the shadows.
Juice WRLD.
I'm good for that because that's more positive shit.
Juice WRLD. What?
No, I'm saying with the shit that he used, the Afro beats and all that other shit, that's being more popping because I wouldn't really want the drill scene to be popularized as much as that because that's
I agree with you, and I didn't agree with you, but I agree with you over to the point where you say I don't want the younger generation to be influenced, because that's gonna go to the next topic I'm gonna bring up. I don't want them to be influenced by the drill wave, Pooh Shiesty mask, all times.
Yeah,
I don't want that, but what I'm trying to tell you is that I do not approve of, and God rest his day, but I do not approve of this generation leaning towards that type of music. I don't, because I get what you're saying. It's better for them to be letting the world know, letting everybody know how they feel, rather than shooting, bang, bang. I get that, but come on, I still see shadows in my room. At the end of the day, I get what you're saying because it's uplifting, but you know what that song to me is? Like, that song, that's not what the song called, but y'all Juice WRLD fans, y'all know.
I still see the flowers in my room. The fuck is this?
That
song and
I turn the radio off every time. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't. What he said?
I ain't never turn the radio off.
Huh?
I said, but why y'all talking about?
No, I'm gonna let you know.
He is.
The shit, whatever that song was by Logic, whatever that song was, where it was the that 1-800 suicidal shit.
Yes.
Okay.
So
when you sit there and say that to me, you're saying I don't want the drill mix or whatever, because niggas just gonna be shooting, bang, bang, Pooh Shiesty, slide on niggas, ops, smoking on niggas, dead packs. Alright, I get you. I got you. I ain't saying I want that. But when you say you approving and you good with that Juice WRLD shit, that's what me personally, I categorize that shit as.
I don't approve of the Juice WRLD shit because he promoted more drug use. That's equally as bad. But I'm talking about as in the sense of Afro, the Afrobeat songs, they're more going towards that, and that is nothing but pure turn up, good vibe, no drugs being used. Some of them, yeah, but more is just a vibe. But that shit with Juice WRLD and them kind of artists that was not on the drill shit, but talking more about substance use, that's equally dangerous because now you're gonna make a whole generation addicts. So that's equally as bad.
I'm not telling you wrong because of what you're saying. This is tell me if I'm wrong, bro. Let me know if I'm wrong. If I say anything wrong, just tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not saying I want to hear niggas shooting, bang, bang. But shout out to Case, shout out to Cam and Mace on It Is What It Is. Niggas is soft, bro. I'm not discrediting nobody's music. But I'm not sitting here saying you.
That's worse from Jay. M say fuck you.
Me, I'm not saying I want to hear niggas shooting, bang, bang all the time. But what I'm saying is, it's either you want. I'm not saying one or the other, but you know how this generation is. Niggas just gonna flock to one or the other. So we having a debate and a conversation and discussion about it. Would you rather hear Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, Rod Wave, NBA Youngboy when he is emo? You want to hear that type of music versus just all this, the drill shit that's been lit or popping as of late? I'm not saying I want people to kill each other, but if you got a bunch of emotional men that's pushing out emotional shit and it just seems like they're just depressed, they don't know what to do, they got all this money, they gonna sit there and say, ooh, 4K Trey, or my name is OTF Mafia, Black Mamba 2443, and they a white dude, but they not gonna be out here really doing nothing for them.
These kids is fucking sitting here saying everything we talk about is old news, bro.
I get what you're saying.
ain't point you making. They's looking at us like y'all old.
Not this point. Not this point. This is a valid point. Cause this is a point.
It's a valid point, but I'm talking about the kids.
The kids gonna hear this and they gonna hear that it's a debate and it's a discussion between is y'all flocking more to the emo music or is y'all flocking more to the Pooh Shiesty music? And I'm not saying none for none, but at the end of the day, the Pooh Shiesty music look like it's dying and it seems like it's more emo music. And what I'm trying to say is emo music is going to be more negative and worse than the shoot 'em bang bang. I'm telling y'all, I'm letting y'all know now. It's gonna be more people that's gonna hear this song and think like, yo, it's cool for me to be 12 or 14 and I already had a drug issue, but I'm gonna sit out here and I'm just gonna take these perks or whatever. People gonna say, well, Jai, people can listen to King Von and that might make them want to shoot. Okay, but it's two different things. When you listen to King Von or hear, like you said in the one video, Lil Durk, Uber rides, you gotta get the Uber, you gotta get the niggas with you, you gotta get the guns. It's a lot that you gotta do. As a kid that hears Rod Wave, Juice WRLD music, you can hear this fucking music and you can be like, damn, my grandma do got some promethazine, or my grandma do got some codeine, or my grandma do got some perk. It's easily accessible. You ain't gonna hurt nobody. All you gonna do is go in that dark room and put that music on and pop 230s. To me, the emotional emo music is more easier to influence the younger generation than it is to tell a nigga to pick up a gun that he probably won't have access to unless he around real niggas. Who could get access to a gun? Especially like, what if you a nigga that's trying to be like a good kid, like a T.I. kid, and you trying to get access to a gun? It might not be easy. You gotta go out your way, be around niggas that's not around your element. For me personally, the emo music is more easier to push the influence. King Von, they push you to do some shit like you gotta get the ski mask, you gotta get the guns, you gotta get the niggas, you gotta go outside, you gotta put your life in danger. This emo music, nigga, oh,
You got in your mama room.
Bro, you was drinking at what age? At what age was you drinking? Keep it real.
12.
You were drinking at 12 by how? Stealing what?
Going right in the fridge and getting my mom and dad shit.
So, you think that these parents don't be having wine, they don't be having prescriptions, all these, in most of our generation, these parents, everybody got a prescription cabinet where they got all the medicine, all the prescription, where you can see, it's easy for these niggas as kids, and they ain't gotta hurt nobody.
I'm the oldest one here.
But
they got
music been around though.
I'm not saying it hasn't, but what I'm trying to say is emo music to me is more dangerous than telling a nigga to slide on an Uber ride.
But that, alright. If you
that nigga can sit in there, I still
too,
see the shadows in my room.
If you
pause and go right to the cabinet and get 230s and get the rest of that wine and some Mercer prints that his mom just bought and go right in there and within 5 minutes, I'm just saying, within 5 minutes, fuck his life up.
But that's what I'm saying. If you using them too, then that shit has been around for the longest. So all those problems that you just said, that shit been happening. But I'm saying this generation is going towards the Afro beats, anything positive type of way. Afro beats does not promote none of them two shits you just said.
I know what you're talking
so that's
about.
what I'm saying. You keep saying that.
But who's
keep saying that shit more.
Afro beats, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying you keep saying that you seeing more rise in the emo shit.
Yes.
That shit
I'm
been
getting Jay drunk on his birthday.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that shit been there, that shit not going nowhere. Just like the thug shit, the drill shit. It might not be popping, it's slowing down in New York, but it's just gonna pick up somewhere else. That shit not going nowhere. Those two things are not going nowhere.
I never said it was not going nowhere. I'm just saying from what I'm seeing on my social media and in my feed, y'all shit might be different, but when I'm seeing in the algorithm and what that shit looking like, bro, it seems like these motherfucking kids, these motherfuckers wanna be on some emo shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying, but that's your opinion. That's what I'm saying.
That's my opinion.
But I'm saying,
Your point of view.
keep saying that you're seeing them.
Your point of view. Let's correct ourselves. Your point of view. And we're not saying it's wrong. We're not saying it's right. We're saying that's how you view it. That's what you're saying.
Because I'm seeing on my timeline, I'm seeing more kids out here saying that they're out here with the shiesties and the guns and all that shit. I'm seeing more of them than the motherfucking emo kids. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the feed.
Nigga,
so
there's a kid had a funeral, had an NBA YoungBoy themed funeral.
So that's what I'm saying. It all depends on your feed and shit. But overall, when I go out like to my side of the state and shit, when I see them kids, I see them more listening to Afrobeat shit. So I'm saying, I'm in that route, in that aspect, I'm down with the positive shit that's lit to the youngins but not, performing no crime. The only thing that it's probably doing is hire this younger generation is more active and shit. Cause that's that kind of music. But I would rather have motherfuckers on that mindset to worry about getting some pussy and shit than worrying about getting some drugs and shit and worrying about shooting a nigga because they the ops. I would rather take that.
I agree.
So the kids is going in that direction more. I'm here for it, and I see it every day. They're talking less about drugs. They still going. You still got them kids that's gonna talk about drugs and guns. But you seeing that direction of kids being dwindled compared to the other side. So I'm here for it because it's more positive.
Go ahead, your point. Because I'm gonna go to the next topic.
Like I said before, wrong comparisons. But right here, number one, that emo crying shit, I don't give a fuck about it. I turn the radio off every fucking time, and I will go right to the Bluetooth. And I want to hear some crying shit. I'm gonna put some simp music on. I'm gonna play Music Soul Child instead. So for y'all young motherfuckers in the comments, before y'all even know, go research Music Soul Child. You might get some pussy. So with that, fuck the emo shit, because nigga, the second y'all hear that shit, all you is taking a mouthful of pills and dying on the side of your mama's bed. With the drill shit, you dying on the block. So both of them have extreme negatives. I'm with Zah. I'd rather hear the Afro beats and hear more positive music. I'd rather hear positive music and ass shaking. That's all I want to hear.
So this next topic is gonna come. It's gonna come full circle with all this. How y'all feel about Boosie said? I'm gonna start with this. Boosie said. He said, well, at first he gave 50K to his family, I guess because it was Christmas, New Year's, or whatever. 50K to his family. He says he has no ops. And then a couple days later, he on live because he keep having these discrepancies with him and his child, him and his son Toosie world. And then the shit him and Rod Wave was going through. So y'all can pick whichever one y'all want to start with, but the shit with him and
Just throw it out there.
the shit with him and his son. Well, I just break the simple shit up. 50K, respects, fam, Christmas, New Year's, whatever. He said he ain't got no ops, keeping everything clear, saving face, so he ain't on no bullshit. Stay out of jail. Him and Rod Wave, he got this discrepancy with Rod Wave because he felt like Rod Wave used one of his songs that he had ownership of, and he wanted money from it, but he don't got full ownership, but he still want a piece of them, whatever. And then the shit with him and his son Toosie Roll is some shit where he felt like, cause his son went on live one time and he was like, his son went on live and he was like, I'm making 1,500 a day or whatever, trapping, and Boosie just been telling him these past months, a couple weeks, you ain't gotta do that. And then recently he was on live, like, showing, it's just Boosie face, he just showing him and his son arguing. And he just telling his son or whatever, like, nigga, like, I pretty much know what that life is, I know what all that shit is about. You out here wearing a Pooh Shiesty mask for 3 days, nigga, take that fucking mask off. Like, why is you wearing a Pooh Shiesty mask for 3 days straight?
You can compare that shit to T.I. with his son. You compare that shit with T.I. and his son King.
And what Method Man say, Mo? He said, I'm chilling in my PJs, wearing the same shit for
3 days.
He wearing the Pooh Shiesty mask for 3 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
And Boosie looking at him like, nigga, you in this gated community, we got this big ass mansion, all this acres of land, all this or whatever, and you still just want to be home out the way, and the church is making 1,500 off booze with the Shiesty mask on. But having the Shiesty mask on for 3 days straight is crazy.
Yeah.
And the way Boosie said it, I know what he talking about. He talking about every morning, every day when he watched his son come out the room off the wake up to eat breakfast or whatever, he got the Shiesty mask on at breakfast, when he get out the shower, in the daytime, at night when everybody in their pajamas, just eating dinner, watching movie, family shit. He got the Shiesty on all day. I ain't saying he said that, but he said, like, man, take that Shiesty mask off, man. You had that shit on for 2-3 days straight, man. Take that shit off, man. And his son is really on some.
You copying Boosie or my dad?
But he on some T.I. He really on some
T.I. and King shit. Go ahead.
Boosie's son is on some T.I. son shit.
King.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
T.I.'s
Boosie's son ain't saying I stand on business, but when he's sitting there saying why they can take that mask off, you had that mask on for 2-3 days straight. His Toosie just like, nigga, like, I'm getting money, like, but I'm just like, so basically I'm saying all that to say that's the backstory behind it. Y'all can give a comment.
He's a dad trying to show his son the way, like he don't gotta do that shit, and his son ain't listening. That's all it is.
Why is these niggas so, my fault, why is these niggas so rebellious? Like even Michael Irvin, the Cowboys receiver, his son was out here making XXXTentacion, like Trippie Redd, Smoke Perp type music, like he just this emo, off drugs from the hood. I'm just getting it out the mud. Nobody never cared about me. Y'all thought it was sweet, but it wasn't. It's like, y'all niggas live in gated communities. Y'all be spoon-fed. Everything be cool. Why y'all want to show that y'all do Uber rides? It makes y'all look more like food.
Peer pressure.
It's not even just peer pressure. It's literally because they want to be seen more. They don't want to be live under their parents' shadow all their life.
They want to be down because they
That's all
probably
it
get
is. That's all it is.
bullied.
Like,
They probably anytime rich kids in all history always go out to the neighborhoods, the closest neighborhoods and shit.
I'm not a rich kid, but I went through that type of privilege. I'm not a rich kid. No, by no means, I'm not a rich kid, but I went through that privilege only because of the fact I had both my mom, my dad in my life, and that's not prevalent in the black community. So I know what it feels like when people talk down on you, you're the only child, so it might seem like you got more than others. So I know what it feels like when people try to make fun of you for being in a good situation. But if you in a situation like them niggas, come on, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. My dad's a millionaire. My mom's a millionaire. How would you feel in that situation if your dad was a Master P? Not saying him necessarily, but somebody that got money, rich dad, poor dad, shit, but your dad, rich dad, your mom there, you got the whole setup.
Yeah.
They giving you the proper upbringing, whatever. Do you still think you personally, with your perspective now, you think you still be rebellious?
J. Prince Jr.
So regardless of all the money you feel like you still would have been rebellious?
every kid is rebellious.
Nigga, I'm just saying. I'm just saying everything that you just said. Nigga, you gotta really look at him. You gotta look at those kids like Tootie Raw and King. You gotta look at them as younger versions of that nigga.
What you mean research it?
Literally, it's literally called the rebellious phase.
Was Michael Jackson rebellious? Growing up, not when he got older, growing up. Fuck
He was
no.
whipped to fucking not be rebellious.
No, you're missing my point. When I say was he rebellious, when he was sitting there getting his ass whooped, he could have ran away, did whatever. No, he stayed there and he took them
Every
ass
kid has
whoopings.
that rebellious stage in their life. It don't matter if you a rich kid, ghetto kids, of course, hood
Bro,
kids,
y'all
of course,
both believe that?
rich
Yes.
kids,
I don't
bruh,
believe
they
that,
gonna get a rich kid that's born to a family that's making their money, you know, stocks, bonds, whatever the fuck they doing. That kid, yeah, he's privileged, she's privileged, they got everything spoon-fed, don't gotta worry about nothing.
I'm listening.
They're gonna grow up, and those kids tend to be the ones that's easily hooked on hip-hop music, easily hooked on, you know, doing the opposite of what they know their parents like.
Watch this. So you're willing to be in a situation where we could say your daughter's 2.5? Okay. Your daughter's 2.5, going on 3 years old. Let's just say through the grace of God and us staying blessed and highly favored, before your daughter's 10 years old, you will be a millionaire able to provide for her for the rest of her life. Okay. You gonna provide. You gonna be the stand-up dad that we at this table know him to be, right? So, in my opinion, are you telling me right now that you're gonna give your daughter the world, or are you telling me you're gonna give her less than the world even when you can give her the world?
I'm gonna give her the world, but like half of it. And when I say that, just follow me. I'm gonna have my daughter, if I was financed, God bless.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Before she's 10 years old.
All that, she's gonna have a lifestyle where she understands daddy got money, we got money. But at the same time, I'm not gonna have her beyond totally silver spoon fed, because I want her to understand daddy could give you everything, but you gotta know how to make money on your own.
So y'all both agree, and y'all basically saying that there's no way y'all can have that setup to where y'all financially secure your daughter or your son can get whatever they want, whenever they ask, and they ain't got one for shit. And you basically just said how you would stand on it. Now, me and you don't have children, but if you was to have a son or a daughter, where would you stand far as in you could give your we can keep it on women. You can give your daughter the world. Are you going to choose to give her the world, or are you going to choose to give her half or a little bit less, or you're not going to give her what you could fully give her, you're just going to give her a little less than that?
I'm gonna give my daughter the moon and the stars.
Okay.
Here's the reason why. At a young age, I'm keeping the same narrative that we all have been doing. We all give women since birth the moon and the stars. I'm letting her know where her place is and where she needs to keep it at.
So this is how it brings it full circle with what you just said and what you just said. You said just now, 2 minutes ago.
He's agreeing with what I'm saying.
You basically said that even if a daughter gets the proper upbringing, the proper financial guidance and all that, she can still be rebellious.
Yes.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. At the end of the day, if that was to be 100% true, if that were to be 100% true, we already know if they don't get it. If they don't get it, we already know what's going to happen.
Worse. We already know.
So what I'm trying to tell y'all, what I'm trying to get from both of y'all is y'all basically saying that it's no way to give a child or to give a blessing, a upbringing that will guide them so they don't have to go them routes. Y'all just saying at some point, regardless if you're rich
the kid's
or
gonna
poor,
try.
You're going to be rebellious regardless.
Alright.
You're saying there's no hold up. You're saying there's no proper. You saying there's no proper You saying there's no proper upbringing that could avoid any of that? You don't realize that a lot of these kids act out and do a lot of bullshit all because they dad not around, all because they mom didn't give them a fucking hug since they was 6 and they fucking 13 years old. That's all that it be. So when I hear y'all both sit there and say they're gonna go through that rebellious phase regardless, I don't believe that to be true. I feel like the rebellious phase only comes just through either genetics or just through the how they see fit, or them just feeling like there were some errors within the parenting, like something the mom didn't do right. If the mom doing right and the dad doing right, you're financially secure, you don't have to worry about eating or nothing like that, and it's the proper setup. I'm not saying it's perfect. I don't see why a kid would be rebellious. Rebellion is going to come from what I just said. The dad, not being there at some of your games. Your mom not being there for you. She out doing 80s, 90s. She was out on coke rather than coming to your games. Some stuff like that matters, and it don't matter if you got money and shit. But what I'm trying to say is y'all making it seem like it don't matter if they got a good mom, good dad, good upbringing, money, financial, whatever. They still gonna be rebellious at some point just because. I don't believe that.
It is, because when personalities come into play and they start getting their own viewpoints on life, they were like, all right, watch this. I'm gonna pull this example. I'm gonna use T.I. and King. T.I., he went from Burna Boy style, rubber band man, and now what is he? He's a stand-up father, owning all these businesses, and he's out here with his son trying to show his son like he don't gotta do all the shit that he had to do. But his son's like, nah, you were cooler then. I wanna do that. That's the rebellious phase. That's what it is.
And it also depends on the kid too.
It always depends on.
So you said you wouldn't give a fuck if your daddy or mom had a whole $1 million corporation or whatever. That proper upbringing, that proper love, and you not feeling like you're isolated, not getting that proper care and treatment to get elevated to the next level. You said even if you would have got that from a mom and a dad, financially secure, you ain't gotta worry about holes in your shoes, whatever. Whatever you wanted, you got it. Right now, if you was a kid, you got the iPhone 15, you got the Pro, you got
kid, yeah.
So you're saying even if you had that, you still would have been rebellious regardless?
Yeah.
I'm saying it depends on the kid.
I'm asking you personally, with your situation, with your mindset and your age right now.
I was reckless because of my area and my situation.
I think y'all letting when I'm saying shoot past y'all, what I'm trying to tell y'all is that if you had a mom and a dad that was millionaires, had a financial good situation, and they was there. I ain't saying just the money. They was real parents, real mom, real daddy. They was there for your football. They was there for your basketball. They supported whatever you did. They was financially there. They wasn't using no nanny or no aunt or nobody to raise you. They was there for you. You financially was good. They gave you support on whatever you wanted to do. You had the same. Y'all not gonna sit there and tell me y'all still was gonna be rebellious. No, y'all was rebellious because y'all saw negative. Me personally, knowing y'all and knowing you for the 3-4 years I know you and knowing you for more than half of my life. I'm not saying y'all parents is bad. I'm just saying if it was a situation where y'all had a mom and a dad that was both there and they were very wealthy to solidify your future and all that, I don't see neither one of y'all niggas being rebellious, which means neither one of y'all niggas wouldn't be the niggas that y'all is right now. Y'all would be different. You would be more caring. You wouldn't be an asshole and you wouldn't be on some just call me Arnez. You would be cool with people calling you your pop's name because y'all got the proper relation. It was the, you know what I mean? And you wouldn't have felt like, you know, my mom was more catered to making sure that my sisters or whatever was cool. Nah, we good. Everybody eat. I'm giving you the proper love and you got the male figure in your life. I don't see y'all niggas having that and still being rebellious.
But that's what I'm saying. We have a different mindset. That's why I said certain kids. With all that shit you just said, nigga, look at it for a nigga like Dusty Lil Kim. Look at his scenario. He had parents.
He chose.
But that's what I'm saying. If he wasn't,
that's why
the nigga had his whole life set up. He had his whole life. He gets this job. He gets this. He goes to this school. He had everything lined up. Parents, successful marriage, clearance, money. How the fuck do you make that transition? If you wasn't defiant or any of that shit as a minor, how the fuck do you now hang with these Crip niggas out of nowhere?
My only rebuttal to that is because in the field he was trying to do with music and street cred or whatever, it was more marketable and more easier for him to go into that league other than I'm just a basketball.
But he said he claimed it before and he got to the music.
My cousin and we used to ball for, that wasn't gonna break him into the game.
That's a whole nother subject.
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying, but with him, exactly, he said he was doing the shit before he got big on music. But that's what I'm saying. If he didn't have that mindset to do music with what he was doing, but still came from that background regardless, why the fuck would you do that?
Can we get off this conversation?
I'm just saying.
Hold on. I'm only saying this because
I'll get my point off.
I feel like I'm a disrespect Dusty. Because what you just said, I saw the interview. In the interview, he said, the boy was like, yeah, Dusty or whatever, you know, when did you have to hop off the porch? Like, I hop off the porch when I was like 17, you know what I mean? And I was just sitting there, I was like, big wolves. I'm like, 17?
Rebellious phase.
Shut up. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. And then he already said in a couple pods, but you get at a certain age, you can't do that.
Yes.
17 and step off the porch? In his terms, that's not valid.
It's not.
Nigga,
17, you went
say that. Yeah,
17, you did in your senior year, back to graduate or whatever,
but that's
and
what
you
I'm
just
saying.
got outside.
Rebellious
I heard of niggas getting put on at 17 and shit. But it's like, but if you were more respected when you start off young.
But based off your terms, you said that wasn't valid. I remember we had a discussion, conversation, and he said when you get to a certain age or whatever. Because we had to talk.
Yeah, it wasn't valid, but it was still being done.
Because bro, we had to talk off the pod, and I was like, bro, I don't want to be in no gang politics. But even if I was to be one of these niggas, I'm 26. I turned 27 today. I cannot be one of these dudes saying big blood Crip shit.
Yeah, no.
I came out the
Once you pass 25, it's like you can't do that. Some niggas still do it, but you not respected when you doing it past 25.
They respect 5-year-old.
Nigga. 5-year-old, nigga, they don't really respect it. Like, nigga, if you are older, bro, listen, you gotta listen, I come from this. You gotta understand, once you hit 25.
Super pod, man. We back from break, man. We got 3 more topics. I don't know if we even. I'm really about to. Man, I'm fucked up right now. I'm really
It's your birthday, niggas. Oh, fuck these niggas.
I'm really about to add these 3, man. You know. Alright. That's how we gonna end the last pod here. The second part 2 segment of the last 3 topics of the 3 Truths podcast, where we're here to just introduce entertainment and just produce nothing but comedy. These are all jokes, and we're not here to indict ourselves. We do not mean none of this. These are all character personalities. So in part 2 segment,
Fuck you niggas.
in part 2 segment of the Do We Give a Fuck of the last 3 topics of the 3 truths.
Oh shit.
2023. Bobby Smurda in Dubai with 4 white bitches. Instagram.
Congratulations.
Do we give a fuck?
Congratulations. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Sexy Red Chief Keef. I ain't gonna say I give a fuck. That shit gonna be
The art was crazy.
They gonna be up there.
It already is viral.
big sexy.
Bruh. And
Big Thotty.
Chief Keef Sosa.
I thought it was in
Big Thotty,
because
Chief
you
Keef.
could really
Yeah.
tell.
Yo, Big Thotty, Chief Keef. Good job.
Whatever his baby moms did to piss him off, that shit was funny. No, cause you could really tell
I know.
He was
So,
mad at that
bro.
bitch. He even said, "I hate that bitch.
I hate that bitch. I'm
I
gonna chill with Big Thotty for the rest of the year.
Chris Brown doing shows and out here still dancing at the age that he's at, regardless of the smut they put on his name. Do we give a fuck? I say
No, cause he making money.
Me personally, I say I give a fuck.
No, because that whatever drugs that man's is doing is whatever drugs that man's is doing.
2023.
You put it on drugs.
2023 recap of the 3 truths, cause y'all niggas is crazy. 2023 recap. 3 Truths podcast. Anybody got any recap? Last pod of the year, thoughts and outlooks. Vibes with Zah. This is all on you. It ain't gonna be nothing in the background, so whatever you say, this will be made short. And this will be followed by M Speaks Reality and Wisdom from Jai. And there will be no background noise to go along with these statements. It doesn't mean that we don't agree with our good brother, but that don't mean we standing beside him. Vibes with Zah.
Damn. You on your own, nigga.
They hear just
That's what that is.
Cause this is what they want. They hear the video. We just want. I was trying to hear what he was trying to say, but that dude in the back. Okay, everything you hear, Vibes Bizarre, M Speaks Reality, Wisdom, and ain't gonna be no background noise. Get your shit off. There you go.
About what? It's random.
Stop hating.
2023 recap. Just anything.
2023 recap. I feel like this was a good year for, you know what I'm saying, the 3 Truths first year and doing what we was doing, you know. But, you know, it's just all I really see for as my recap is that we on the up and up from here. So it's just, this is the beginning stages and we ain't gonna do nothing but go up from here. And, you know, provide good content and just grow and shit, you feel me?
You talking about a platform that got 240, 250K, and we ain't post our first video until April.
Yep.
So we ain't even give niggas the content we ain't supposed to give them in January, February, March. And when we posted in April, we ain't get them that video. It was our first video on this channel was April 29th.
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't even get the first 4 months of content we ain't supposed to give them. So imagine if we had 250 now, imagine what we is really gonna get. We had them other 4 months. I feel like we'd easily be at 300.
Facts.
So that's just to go off what you saying, but continue.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I just see us going in full circle success from here, you know? Everything not gonna just like that, it shit takes work and time, so this shit it's gonna pay off and we gonna get more people to fuck with the content, cause we don't do nothing, we got our own niche. We got our own thing where we keep it real. There's a lot of podcasts out here, but a lot of them shit don't keep it real.
And that's why I told you off the record when we was talking before, bro. A lot of these podcasts, a lot of these platforms that's well known, established, bro. These dudes 40, 50, you know what I mean, bro? They been doing this shit for 10, 20 years. Now I understand we got young people that make it and get on quick, viral, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying in certain fields or whatever, you just gotta weather the storm and just keep going. I know our time gonna come, and I feel like our time is now. I just feel like we just gotta keep going. If we wasn't getting the proper, buzz or response or feedback, then we would be doing this shit for nothing. We're doing this because we see the bigger picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just the goal. You know what I mean?
No, that's facts. So it's nothing but up from here at this point. So we just need y'all to lock in, watch what we upload that we, you know what I'm saying? Until you find that one episode, if not all episodes, where it got you entertained, you know what I'm saying? Just support.
So before we get into M Speaks Reality, if you got any updates you can give the platform or the viewers, that's from Zami's World, Za World, Za Mob or whatever. Just anything they can expect going into 24, just anything.
They expect more. I'm going back to making consistent
consistent.
Consistent content, my man.
We with it, bro. It's
It's not even that. Some niggas just can't pronounce. I ain't talking about you. It's other
No,
niggas.
I was about to say consecutive. I was about to say consecutive.
Consistent and consecutive videos daily.
Yeah, I'm going back to consecutive videos, you know what I'm saying, back to back every day. You know, I was going through a little strifeful, but now that I feel like I got shit together, I'm gonna come back with like the back to back content. So, you know, and 3 Truths, our content ain't doing nothing. We're going up each video, short. So it's just gonna be a lot of work mode.
Real shit.
So this year was just the beginning. It was a learning year. Now is next year we're gonna take this shit full throttle.
And Speaks Reality 2023 recap.
To all the haters, chew this dick up.
Real shit.
To all the supporters, love y'all. Keep tuning in. All I got to say is for the 2023 recap is, just like Zah said, we up here, up and coming. Shout out to the nigga, Mr. Ring That Bell
Ding.
himself. Out here, we ain't playing this game. We out here really trying to be out here and give it to y'all every chance we get.
That's a good name, Mr. Ring That Bell himself. I know that's a long name, but that could be a slogan, Mr. Ring That Bell himself.
Nah, that's what we've been doing since we started. I say ring that bell,
Ding.
It just roll off, all right. So like you can't say nothing like shit. Me and Jay is what we deal with these stupid
niggas.
Plain and simple, every day. We see y'all every day. Y'all cut us off on the highway. Y'all niggas can't drive. Plain and simple. All I can say is before I start rambling, Speaks Reality, we just here. We love being here. We want some more support. Shoot us up in the comments. Show us some more love. And we're gonna show y'all some more content. That's all this game is, for real. If you wanna play a game, we can play a game with you. And for those and for all the motherfuckers in the comments, I promise y'all fucking 4 videos ago that I'm gonna start shouting y'all out and start roasting y'all niggas. We can do this all day. I don't give a fuck. So, come with the hate, come with the love. Y'all wanna see what the end of this barrel look like. Plain and simple. Jay, take it over.
So to close, man, last pod of the year, man, everybody have a happy new year. Everybody stay safe. Hope you guys had a happy holiday. But man, 2023 recap, I can honestly say, this being us recording on my birthday or whatever, I wouldn't have rather been anywhere else than being at this table with the guys, with the bros, man. It's a 3 Truths podcast, man, and I invest a lot of effort into, editing our videos in the content space, our shorts, our TikToks, and MJ Talk, just everything. Posting Zah World, posting Zah Meets World, you know what I mean? So, honestly, my recap is, man, we just gotta keep going, keep doing what we doing, stay the course, and wisdom from Josh shit, no matter what you go through, it's not about what happens to you or what you go through, it's about how you respond to it. Is you gonna lay down, you gonna sit down, or is you gonna have a bounce back game and just be marvelous out this bitch? Is you gonna be the nigga that
sit down, or is you gonna lie?
Like, is you gonna be the nigga that tears ACL, or you want niggas carrying you off, or is you gonna be like Kobe and you gonna tear your ACL and you still gonna shoot them 2 free throws at the end and walk off on your own too?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, all I can say is I wouldn't want to be nowhere else right now than with the guys at the 3 Truths podcast. MJ Talk, Zah World, the building. And I just hope, you know what I mean? And not hope, but, well, yeah, it is hope, because you gotta have hope and faith and stay blessed and highly favored. So I manifest that this platform and everything overall gets to the next step. It gets to the next, you know what I mean? Just to the next level on our journey, man, because I feel like we do what we're supposed to do. So that's really my recap of the year. I don't really got nothing else to say as far as in like anything in the industry or anything. Only thing I can say is industry wise is Gunna is the unsung hero of the year.
He damn sure is.
Like without a doubt, he's the MVP. He's the most improved player. He's not the rookie of the year because this ain't his rookie of the year. This ain't his first year, but he's most improved player of the year, MVP. Most outstanding, unsung hero, unanimous, undisputed. You know these niggas
undisputed champion of the world.
He got that belt and he holding.
Well, Ali say, "I shook up the world." He opened his mouth. Pause. I shook up the world. That nigga Gunna shook up the world as a rat. And I don't think Gunna's a rat, but this is what y'all call as a rat. As an informant, as a
I
nigga
don't
that,
think it's confirmed.
as a nigga that told on King Slime.
Yeah, confirmed, right? He told.
Once I saw that Gunna album sold more than Thug album, when both their albums like around the same time, that let me know what it was in for. And that was months ago.
That's what I'm saying.
And not only is they saying that, they saying, yeah, he got
These times are weird, so you can slide with shit like that now.
They saying not only do he got the number one song is a fact.
Yep.
Gunna number one song is a fact. They say it's arguable he can have the best album of the year. A Gift and a Curse.
I give it an iffy.
And if you wanna know what's sad, bro, even if it ain't true, Gunna's album still gonna be top 5.
It's
That
gonna be up there.
You
That's why
got
I'm
the top
saying
song, top streaming song, and the top 5 album. That's enough for a nigga that been through what you been through.
Yep.
That's why I said iffy. That's why I'm sticking with iffy.
Nigga, that's why we got 2 cases where being a rap and winning still applies in the game of hip hop.
And I'm always saying that because everybody gonna say, oh, these street politics, where nigga,
That
I
street
don't.
politics
That
is
nigga
dead.
gonna say, yes, man, whatever. Came out with QP Ski,
Fuck you mean?
QP Ski is the Latina bitch he came out with the BBL. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
When he said I'm in this bitch with P, not
QP Ski.
He said I'm in this bitch with P Liddy. P Liddy, that's the girl he was walking out with the BBL when he came out of jail.
Mm.
So once all that shit came out, I'm just looking at it like, I'm like, alright, well, but yeah, bro, you right. And this is like, you know, to close off, you was 100% right. You was right about the Suge shit. I give you your flowers on that. But you was definitely right, bro. All this shit is just gimmicks and games. Everybody just beefing, fake clouding and all that. And this is an audio joint. Cause I listened to him, bro. He's right, bro. Everything was just... It's
Everybody industry plug.
It's just...
Business. From the labels to the artists themselves. It's
If
all
America business, why couldn't everything in America be a business?
Nigga, the only real beef you could count was back then. Now it is strictly business. Why? Because labels have seen the formula. Was the Jay-Z, I mean not Jay-Z, was the 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef, was that planned out? I think that was some real genuine shit. But labels since then seen how much numbers both sides did during that shit.
I just don't want to hear nobody say, oh, Gunna shit was popping because he just got out. No, that wasn't the first song. He dropped another song, and then Fuck You Mean came out when he dropped the Gift and the Curse shit.
Yeah.
So when he dropped that shit, I was just sitting there thinking like, damn, is we supposed to hate on the fans for supporting that, or is we supposed to I'm looking at the other artists.
I'm a music fan.
But then you gotta think about it in nowadays, in now's terms. You gotta think about, you gotta read the crowd, you gotta read what's popping now.
His
now,
song was the most streamed song, not because he allegedly or whatever told on Thug, it was because they fuck with that song.
That's what I'm saying. Now this generation, they don't care about real politics no more. They don't care about the rules.
They
don't care if you got a chain
They
snatcher, you
care
got
about
beat up.
what's catchy and what they could dance to on TikTok. That's all they care about now.
Fuck you.
There's no morals behind shit no more. There ain't no moral code. That shit is gone. If it's catchy, we gonna fuck with it. If we could make a dance to it, we gonna fuck with it.
Y'all can say what y'all want in the comments. I don't give a fuck because that is powerful. Because once we get older, people will realize like, yo, it's going to be somebody that spiced the documentary up on Hulu or HBO Max, Netflix, whatever. And they go like, yo, this nigga Gunna was arrested. He said what he said. He came out. He made a song. He made Fuck You Mean. It's streamed to be the hottest song that summer and year. And he had a top 5, top 3 album. This shit going to go in the record books.
Yes.
And it's going to show the change of times.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I don't like. Our generation is going to be like, it's going to be shown with
The
being
generation
sassy.
that allows snitches to thrive.
It's going to be like, it's going to show that being sassy and feminine as a man is valid.
I mean, masculine is popping in a woman.
Because, you know, years going to go by and they going to see the picture of Gunna. They're not going to show the proper pictures. They just going to always show the pictures of him when he got the man purse. They just going to show Kai Cenat when he was dancing, doing little kid shit. They're like, yeah, this was the generation of the 2020s. Everybody, all the men were sassy. All the men were sassy.
The generation of gay shit. By then, I pray it don't get worse, but
Sorry for you, Skittles.
It's gonna get worse.
Sorry for you, Skittles niggas.
It's gonna get worse. So this is gonna be seen. This gonna be seen as the generation in time period where it was the first generation of what's more to come by then.
And this is the Three Truths podcast, and I can honestly say what the day I'm scared of is when the normal is the opposite genders together. Where the normal is 2 men, 2 women households. Like 2 men being together.
That's already here, bro.
No, it's not. They're pushing it. I'm talking about where it's going to be like when you go to basketball games, football games.
It's not cool for you to be with the other sex.
It's going to be, you either got to be 2 dads. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I feel like it's going to be,
it's cool, but
I feel like it's going to be a mixture of that, and on the other side, it's going to be
it's not regular,
to where the normal, traditional family house setting is the man is the lead and the woman as the second in command. Now, by then, it's gonna be, it's normalized, it's history.
You know, if it's a basketball game and it's a 10 to 12 players on a basketball team, you got 10 to 12 different motherfuckers that got set of parents. So let's say they all got parents with them. Them 10 to 12 families, in my opinion, how this generation is flocking to. There's 12 kids on that bench, because you know, even the niggas that don't get no playing time, their parents still gonna be there. Them 12, it's gonna lean towards 8 of them being the same sex, where it's gonna be 8 niggas, where it's gonna be they either got the same mom or the same dad. The other 4, it might be mom and dad, but it's gonna be the shit you talking about. It's gonna be, yeah, them 4 got a mom and a dad, but 2 of them, they moms masculine and shit, they be beating on their dad, and the other 2, yeah, they the traditional way. But I feel like it's gonna lean towards more to the same gender, and that's gonna be the upbringing. Now, how it looks, you might see 2 or 3 families where you see, alright, he got 2 dads, alright, them 2, they got 2 moms. But everybody else still got their mom and their dad, or just their mom, whatever the politics is.
Yeah.
It ain't all the way there yet, but we see.
Like I said,
that's what
there.
But that's what they pushing for. Because today I just heard a song with Christian Rock. I don't know the other bitch, but they talking about in the chorus, niggas is bitches, and niggas moving like bitches, and bitches moving like niggas. They kept saying it over and over and shit, while they proceed to step on the niggas that's on the ground. The niggas on the ground is whippering like this, and they stepping on them, twerking on them, you know,
violating
going over them and shit. Bruh, they're really pushing for that shit where if you with a nigga, you gotta approach him like he's the bitch and you the one that's in the masculine.
This is the Three Truths podcast, man. We appreciate y'all vibing with us, and we just want to say, if you are a man that was born a man and you love women, do not go on the other side, man. Don't let all these other tricks fool you, whether you're young or old. Just stay the course. Do not go feminine just to
leave the Skittles alone.
Word up, man. Stay the course.
And it's gonna be bad when you got little niggas, young niggas really thinking that it's dripping, it's lit to act gay just to get other
attention.
Get bitches attention.
And the way this world moving, you could like a bitch picture in 2021, fat ass and all that, but in 2025 she's a man now, and now you're gonna get exposed because you like men. Bitch, you wasn't a fucking man. Never mind. That's how messy it's getting. That is how messy. Now you gotta put the disclaimer, so you was out here liking men pictures. That bitch wasn't a man in 2020.
I'll pull up the picture.
Right.
I'll be in court pulling up the picture.
That's how bad it's getting.
I'm in Geico pulling up the picture. That was not a man in that picture.
Like, that was funny.
You really got.
Y'all remember Geico? I'll be in Geico pulling up the picture. That was not a man in that picture. Dead ass.
They really gonna be our kids.
Nigga, we in for a scary day ahead. That's why I keep telling niggas it's dark outside.
Man, we'll stay dangerous, man. We out.
It's spooky out here. Alright, so closing it out. Deadass, look forward to more TikToks, more shorts on YouTube, more videos coming to y'all real soon.
Definitely will be more podcasts like this. Fuck all that key shit.
Yeah. MJ talk about to drop some videos right to y'all back to back. We ready for that.
You know the facts.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and Mr. Ring that bell
ding
himself right here, all ready for it.
It's a Three Truths podcast. Everybody like, comment, subscribe.
And for real shit, don't be no bitches. Shout out to boy Jay right here. Happy birthday to my nigga here.
Bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
That's all it is.
And if you got something negative or hate to say, man, go ahead, man. Fuck it.
Shoot this nigga.
We're bringing everybody.
Right.
Fuck it.
Chew this dick up. Put it in simple. I ain't playing
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you,
Happy New
bitch
Year.
ass
Chew this dick up. And you bitch ass niggas is crazy.